Alright everyone, and welcome back, and welcome to the final episode of Pokemon White, where we do the Elite Four and Champion. Now, I think this is the perfect time to just, well, take a look at all the Pokemon that have enjoyed us, all the Pokemon that we have enjoyed using and acquired over this playthrough, all the way from Mittens to Celebi. We've had Pokemon for the sole reason of evolution, Pokemon that just didn't really work out as a team member, Pokemon that have been very busy throughout basically a lot of what's not been shown in the recordings, legendary Pokemon that we've used, and that takes us all the way to the team that's brought us here, the team that we have used to get us to this point. We have Baggy the Scrafty, level 71 with High Jump Kick, Crunch, Dragon Tail, and Bulk Up with the Scope Lens. We have Eel, the level 27 Electros, with Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, Crunch, Flash, and holding the Magnet. We have Conch, the level 70 Samurott, our starter Pokemon with Waterfall, Aqua Tail, Ice Beam, and Swords Dance, holding the Amulet Coin. We have Joan, the Excavalier, level 70, with X-Scissor, Sword Dance, Iron Head, and Poison Jab, holding the Rocky Helmet. We have Basalt, the Gigalith, level 70, with Stone Edge, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Stealth Rock, holding the Hardstone. And finally, the legendary in our team, Victory the Victini at level 70, with Flame Burst, Zen Headbutt, Shadow Ball, and Will-O-Wisp, holding the Lucky Egg. This is the team that we have predominantly used throughout this series, a series that, I must say, has been immensely just popular and great for this channel, and I just want to give a big thank you to every single person who has clicked the like button, clicked subscribe, put a comment in the comment section, or just clicked on the video and watched one episode, even if it was for 5 seconds. And if you are enjoying this series and you enjoy this final episode, then be sure to give a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for what is coming next. Now, I might, if I've got time, do a live stream at some point. And that live stream, which might be on Saturday, the day before Easter, for those of you who celebrate or know when Easter is, that live stream might have a bit of a spoiler on what's coming next. I don't know if I'll give a spoiler, I haven't done that live stream yet, obviously, because it's coming after this video is going to be released. So, without further ado, I'm pretty sure I've got all the items and things that I need. We've definitely done a few things to our team to just change a few things around and moves and whatnot. So, let's head on into the Elite Four and take on the final challenge once and for all. Now, I am going to do basically the same layout, or same order, as I think technically you're supposed to do. And obviously this is just the general order that I think is kind of listed, but you can kind of do things in any order. I think I said I'd do the order the opposite way last time, but we're here now, so let's talk to Shauntal, and let's get this party started with the first Elite Four member. And you'll notice that some of our Pokemon levels are a bit kind of inconsistent, just because of some Pokemon that we've used a little bit more, which might put us in good stead for this battle. But also, we get to battle Alder at the end, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, some of our Pokemon are kind of just at the right level, some of them are a little under-leveled. So we will see what happens. Baggy's Crunch there, not as strong as I was hoping for. luckily, no Will-O-Wisp yet. Obviously, Cofagrigus with Will-O-Wisp can be pretty frustrating. And she's definitely going to heal up, so let's go for a bulk up here. That should do it. And I'm pretty sure the teams are almost all the same, but they've added one big difference, other than the levels, obviously. The one big difference being they have 2 Pokemon from other generations, so that's kind of cool. I think that'll be a nice, fun twist to have with, you know, showing some of the other generation Pokemon in the Elite Four teams. I kind of like when they do that for the second run, because it just switches a few things up. I think someone had made a comment about how Cynthia has a few of the Pokemon and they're kind of like switched out. So instead of having a Togekiss, she has the Braviary, which I think was an interesting observation that I don't think I made. Pretty sure I didn't make it. It was an observation that I really had thought of very much, but it is still nonetheless a very interesting observation, because sometimes you do go, wait, hold on a minute, that is actually just a thing. So yeah, that was kind of fun to figure out. It's like, oh yeah, this thing is a thing. Oh, she did not heal up at all. I thought she would. Well, I did get a lot of healing items. That is definitely gonna be for the best. Especially because this is probably gonna be a nice long episode. Well, we have the... Well, we potentially could just stay out with Conch, but I didn't necessarily... I mean, there's a couple Pokemon that she could put out in her team that would probably be better to put out at this current moment. Drifblim being a pretty solid Pokemon. I think this is the first one from a different generation that we're gonna see, which is pretty cool. We're definitely going to need a full team to take her on, is what I've kind of deduced from this so far. You know, you need a full team of many different Pokemon, despite it being, you know, she's just Ghost-type, but everything is a different... Well, except for Cofagrigus, every single Pokemon is Dual-type. I wonder if that is just the theme with... Well, not all of the Elite Four. It couldn't possibly be with all the Elite Four. But I bet that's a theme. Actually, there was a ROM hack where one of the themes of the Elite Four might actually be Light Platinum, or maybe it's a different game. But there was a dual type Elite Four where everything was like, it was 2 different types that the Pokemon could be, and then there's like a couple dual typings that were mixed in there, which I think is pretty cool. I like the, I do like it when they use as many different types of Pokemon as possible in the Elite Four, because I think it just, I mean, one, it shows just how many dual typings there are, but I do like some of the creativity of, there's definitely one Elite Four from a ROM hack where it was Pokemon of a certain color instead of a certain type. And that just brings up all sorts of, like, different, unique levels of, you know, making the Elite Four slightly different. And I really like that. That was always, I thought, really cool when you saw that type of thing, where the theme, it was a theme instead of a type that, you know, that dictated what the Pokemon of the Elite Four member was going to be. But we've now got, it's just Frostless and I think Chandelure being the last one. So we are pretty much nearly finished with this battle. and level 71 for victory, which is pretty nice. And the last Pokemon is Chandelure, so let's head back out into Conch. Because I think Conch is probably the best Pokemon for this. And let's hit it with the Aqua Tail. And that should be that. Or we get critical hit. Alright, that also could happen. That's nice to happen. Really? Just a one-shot from a level 73. We really doing that? How strong is the Shadow Ball? How strong is the Chandelure? I mean, we have two Pokemon that could easily take Chandelure out. It's only going to take both out with a neutral move. Is it? I mean, it could. I guess. It's strong. Yeah, we are cooked. Okay. Just gotta think about a strategy for this now. It's like, hold on a minute, let me think. It's like, what can we do to bide us some time, basically? Alright, let's Hyper Potion on Basalt. And that should do it. Yep, Fire Blast is gonna do a lot. Alright. That's fine. Basalt comes back out. And we'll go for the Stone Edge once more and hope and pray and do whatever we need to do. Do a Rain Dance to try and make it, or Stone Dance to make it so that Stone Edge hits, and there we go. And if that doesn't take out a Chandelure, then I don't know what will. And there we go. That last little bit took a little bit too long, but that's okay. We've got the battle done and over with. Earned a lot of money as well. And, yeah, let's head on to the next Elite Four member after we heal up. Okay, we are healed up and ready, so let's go ahead and face the second Elite Four member. Someone who we've already faced once before, Grimsley. Well, we've faced them all before, haven't we? Except for the champion, Alder. Alder. Anyway, yes, we'll face him for the second time. And, he's got the dark types. But actually, we've got Eel up top. And there's a reason for that. That's because I know what Pokemon he's gonna start with. But, you know. Anyway, and as we take on Grimsley, hopefully this battle won't take as long. He's gonna send out Sharpedo first, which I think, again, this is another one where you get a lot of dual typing with the team. So all his Pokemon except for Liepard, I think last time, were dual type, and now they added Sharpedo and another older. There's two former team members of ours, and Sharpedo and Drapion are added to his team, which I think is actually pretty cool. I'm just now realizing, oh wait, they were team members of ours. Trying to think who's gonna be the best for this. I think we just go straight out with Conch here. Who's gonna be the best bet? We've got a few. We have a few options with this team on who we can use, so it's just kind of seeing what we can do. And yeah, Crocodile's fast as well. We'll hit it with the Aqua Tail. Should do a lot. Don't know if it'll take it out. No. Let's see what he uses next. I mean, he could use a different move. So, let's see what happens. Earthquake again. What I could do is, knowing that he just is going to go for Earthquake, I could just go into Eel. Or he just knew. Well, that's fine. We can, at the very least, we can heal up Conch. We're not going to need Eel again. And that's why he has Smackdown for Pokemon like Electros, though I don't know why. Well, I guess it's not just Electros, but because you know, having a move like Levitate is pretty nice. And actually, we also get rid of the Intimidate. That's another good thing. That is definitely a good thing. But we should take out the Crocodile now, and there we go. It's only his second Pokemon. Anyway, Scrafty coming out next. Let's send out Scrafty. Scrafty for Scrafty. Potentially is not gonna have the same type of moveset that we've got. High Jump Kick's such a strong move, though. And both super effective. I don't think he's gonna heal here. No, he doesn't heal. And so we can just easily take out Scrafty. And then Liepard comes out next, which probably means we're gonna get a Fake Out first, so we're gonna go ahead and heal up. Because we don't want to lose a turn effectively. Yep, there we go. Get the most out of that. Thinking about what Liepard's probably going to use next, I think we just go and just try and take it out as fast as possible. And that will do it. There we go, Liepard's down. And Bisharp out next. I think we keep out for this one. I'm surprised, actually, based on the selection of Drapion being in the team, that you take out a Pokemon that's 4 times weak to me. But that's just because he doesn't know what's coming with Drapion, I guess, which is switching out into Basalt and using Earthquake. Because we can. Anyway, yeah, that'll not be too difficult for us to do. Quick Earthquake, and that will be all we need. And boom. That's that. Oh, apparently that's not that. Well. That's a bit awkward. Well, one more and that'll be that. Nice knowing you, Drapion. Now we're halfway done with the Elite Four. And not too bad. It's actually just giving me a bit of a strategy idea for the next Elite Four member. So, we need a bit of healing up to do. And then we'll take on the third Elite Four member. Alright, let's head on to here, where we will be illuminated up this staircase thing that isn't really a staircase, where we will take on Elite Four, Caitlin, who's asleep, again, for some reason. Well, let's take her on and see what we can't do. I do like that they have different lines this time. I just don't feel like reading them. But they do have the new, or like different different things that they say, because the first time it was kind of about N. It was, oh, you're back now. Anyway, I thought of a quick little idea for strategy for this one. So starting off with Basalt, I think we then just go for a couple moves just to see what we can do against Musharna here. And, you know what, I bet Stone Edge could actually take her out. And the amount of times that Hypnosis missed, that's crazy. Genuinely crazy. But there we go, I mean, that was pretty easy. It's nice when you don't overcomplicate things. Reuniclus is coming out, so I think it's time for one of our Pokemon to shine. That being Joan, who has been an MVP for us through most of this series, and I think we'll just hit it with a Swords Dance. I think Reuniclus is not the only Pokemon that's just not going to be affected by the Stealth Rock. I think it's its ability. But either way, we have we can just Swords Dance up, and then we're in a pretty good spot for taking out the rest of her Pokemon. She is missing like every single turn though, so that also doesn't help, but we've just attack statted to maximum, and I don't think even a Metagross is going to be able to deal with it. I also think it's cool that Metagross is become her strongest Pokemon, despite the fact that it wasn't part of her original team, and that's kind of unique just to her. She's the only one of the Elite Four members, I think, where that's the case. Because all the others, I'm pretty sure, keep their normal ace. Chandelure, yeah, Chandelure, Bisharp, and it's Conkeldurr as well. And those are all the original aces. But then her new ace is Metagross, which also absolutely wild to just have a Metagross casually as your ace. I mean, who are you, Steven Stone? Anyway, as long as we can just bulk through the rest of these Pokemon, I don't think any of them are going to really be able to do anything. Flatter's a bit annoying, because it gives, yeah, and that's going to do a lot because of our, yeah, that does a lot because we're all stat boosted up. So that's another full restore. I hope that Flatter doesn't happen a number of times, because Confusion's just gonna get in the way and be annoying. Please just keep using actual attacking moves. That might actually take us out if we get hit by Confusion, with the amount of boosting that we've got. But there we go, that's Gothitelle down. And who's coming out next? Sigilyph. Okay. This is the one I was most worried about. That's actually kind of why I used the Stealth Rock in the first place, was to weaken Sigilyph so I could sweep with Excavalier, which was kind of the idea behind it in the first place. Yeah, and then we go for the X-Scissor. It should take it down. And then I don't think we're really going to have to worry about her last Pokemon at all. It is a Bronzong. And I don't think a Bronzong has a higher attack stat ever than like 100, even at level 100, so we should be fine. we should be able to X-Scissor and take it out. And if all else fails, we have the wonderful Pokemon Victini, who would probably take this out pretty easily. But we didn't need it. And there we go! We have done a nearly full sweep of Caitlin. With 2 Pokemon. But predominantly 1. 1 to set up and 1 to sweep. Alright. Well, that's 3 down, 1 to go, and then it's just the champion. I'll see you in a second. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready. I hope you guys are. We've just got this and then 1 battle left. And, I think that's it's kinda cool, a little bit sad. Definitely is going to be interesting. But, yeah, let's see what happens as we take on Elite Four Marshal. As the last member of the Elite Four, the Fighting type Master. We've got Victory up front. I don't think we're gonna need much in the way of, really too much in the way of dealing with Marshal, based on the Pokemon that he has. I think this will be a simple case of we outspeed pretty much everything. We go for a Will-O-Wisp, and then we just boost up on X attacks if we have them. So let's see. I literally don't think Breloom's going to be able to touch Victory, especially with the burn. So let's see what we've got in battle items. We got 3 X attacks. That'll be good enough. That will do. I don't think we'll need any for Alder. I just don't. And to be fair, 3's more than enough for what we're doing here. I might even add a few on defense as well, just to make sure that we're not going to get absolutely destroyed by, say, an earthquake or Stone Edge or something like that. Sock with Sturdy can be a bit of a problem, so let's just make sure, because especially with a Pokemon like Sock, we're going to have to take it out in 2 hits. And I do believe it has Stone Edge, so yeah, that could easily take us out. So let's just boost up, and then we'll full restore, and we'll be off to the races. But I think this is probably going to be fine for us. +3 attack, +2 defense, and we'll just burn everything that's in sight. So full restore up, and let's see what we can do. Obviously it goes for the Sky Uppercut once more, does 10 damage, and I believe we're faster than it, so we'll go for a Flame Burst, which will heal it of its burn. Flame Burst was not boosted, but I just wanted to see how much it'll do. It does a lot. Now let's go for Zen Headbutt. And that will pretty much be the rest of this fight. I don't think there's going to be too much else that's going to get in our way, other than Victory just getting more and more powerful. So, Sock is the only Pokemon that we've got here that's I'm genuinely worried about. And we've burned it. We've got +2 defense. It's got to get real lucky with a crit, and it didn't even get lucky. So, Zen Headbutt it is, and say goodbye to Marshal, who's supposed to be he's not the hardest Elite Four. I know we're using a legendary Pokemon against him, and that's probably kind of like, well, hold on a minute. But I honestly, all you need is just one Pokemon to take out Marshal, and just a bit of strategy. Whereas some of the others require a little bit more, though. I feel like I've kind of mastered some of these Elite Four members a lot more than I have, say, in like Gen 4 or even Gen 3, where sometimes some of those trainers just are tricky for some reason. Trickier than they needed to be. Anyway, this is just 4 times effective. Poison and fighting. Yeah, that's crazy. Do like a good Toxicroak, but yeah, that was never gonna survive. Not against Victory. And then Conkeldurr is just not gonna have any luck against the Zen Headbutt, despite how bulky it is. It's just not gonna work. But Zen Headbutt +3, and its Victory is already a legendary. Not gonna happen. And Minshao, who will probably use Fake Out or something like that. But we'll just keep spamming A, because that's what you do in Pokemon. Spam A until you win. And that should do it. And it's time to take on the champion once and for all. Defeated Elite Four Marshal, defeated the Elite Four. It is now time to take on the ultimate challenge, taking on Alder. So, I think it's time to heal up, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, and I did not use a full restore to heal 60 health points. I did use a Hyper Potion, though. It's still a waste, but it's less of a waste. Anyway, we do the big descend on the statue, the glowing statue, and we go on to our fate to take on the officially the third best trainer in this region, 4th if you count Cynthia. And let's enter and take on the man, the myth, the legend, Champion Alder. I'm grateful for what you did about N. I don't know what he's thinking now, but I'm sure he realizes that different people in Pokemon have their own paths to follow. Say now, how about a match with the strongest trainer in the Unova region? Again, you got beaten by N, who then got beaten by me, and are you really stronger than Cynthia? Let's be real here. Anyway, Champion Alder, he starts off with a Selgor. Not the Pokemon I would have picked personally. I'm more of an Excavalier type of person. Anyway, let's hit it with the Will-O-Wisp. And kind of go from there. He does have Pokemon that I am genuinely worried about, though. And one of them in particular is very worrying. So, if you know the Pokemon, you know the Pokemon, and that's fine. But it is like, how do you have that? And 2, why are you so strong, mister? Alright, let's hit it with the Will-O-Wisp again, because I know he was going to go for a full restore, and there was no doubt in my mind. It's a shame that we don't have like I don't like moves like Flare Blitz. I've never been a fan of recoil moves. I almost never use them, because like, why would I want to purposefully use a move that damages me, no matter how good it is? It's just so situational that you almost want to make sure you always have, as well, another move just in case. Basically, as an insurance policy. And this also could be a very good way, I'm now just thinking, this could be a very good way to get his full restores out the way. Except for the fact that Burn took him down. So never mind that. Doesn't matter. See, here's Flare Blitz. I'm like, okay. 120 20 damage to 70. Special attack we don't have. It doesn't matter. This is the last battle. We'll do it. I'll break my rule for the first time probably ever. I wish we had V-Create in this version. That would be nice. Especially because we're also probably going to sacrifice Victory here. Don't worry, we will revive Victory. I'm pretty sure the Buffalon, even with the burn... Oh, it doesn't? Get wrecked. Alright. Let's go into Eel. And... there we go. Levitate doesn't do anything. Or it means it doesn't do anything. We'll hit it with a Flash, because he does not have a lot of moves with 100% accuracy. Moves like Stone Edge, which I guess get more accurate. I'm basically trying to get him to half, because I think we could take him out with about half health. Yeah, one more burn, and we should be able to take him out with Thunderbolt. I know we probably could use another Pokemon, probably Scrafty, but I just figured this might... I don't know. At the time, I just kind of made the decision that this would be a smarter strategy somehow. There we go. Buffalon has been taken down. And what's coming out next? Excavalier's coming out next. I definitely want Victory to be a part of this battle, so let's heal up and Excavalier's going for a move that will take Eel down, but that's okay for the sole reason of Flare Blitz, which is going to be 4 times effective on a Pokemon with incredibly high stats. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, and there we go. As good as Escavalier is, it's not better than Victory. And Volcarona's coming out next. Now this Pokemon, I've just got one thing to say to it, and that is Stone Edge. Because technically that's, well, it's one phrase to say to it, 2 words to say to it, and let's go for it. Because if it Quiver Dances up, that's just us dead. There's nothing you can do. So, there we go. The Stone Edge has gone through. That has to take it down, it really does. And there we go, Volcarona is down. And who is he going to send out next? It's gonna be Druddigan. Conch is ready. We've had Conch with this move for the sole reason of this one Pokemon for this entire time. So it's just so we can use Ice Beam on a Druddigan. Though I can't remember if I had that before, but either way, we've got it for definitely for this battle. I think we go for a Waterfall just because I don't think Ice Beam's going to actually take it out. I mean, we could have low rolled, but I know that that's going to be fine. Payback may not do as much. Or it does more and hits a crit. That's lovely. I guess I'll just go for Basalt. Go for Earthquake or something like that. We can tank a superpower for more than one reason. And its defense just lowered. So we should be good there. There we go. That's Druddigan down. And it's time for the last Pokemon, and I think we have to ensure our victory somehow. Let's go. Switch into victory. Victini. The first time, and probably the last time, in a main playthrough I'm going to be using a legendary as part of my main team. And we click Flare Blitz. And we finish off Pokemon White. It's super effective. Alder's Vanillux has fainted. Victory gains a lot of experience. And we have defeated Champion Alder. After the battle, a fresh wind blew through my hair. Use the battle with me as a stepping stone and move forward. Well done. You certainly are an unmatched talent. Come with me. This room is the Hall of Fame. It exists to commemorate the trainers and Pokemon who have demonstrated their stellar strength and kindness of heart. Well now, Joey. With your skill and persistence, you have earned your place in this Hall of Fame. Your name, the account of your journey, and the history of your battles will all be recorded here. I hope this becomes a support for you and helps you grow stronger. Now, trainer, you and the Pokemon you fought by your side will be recorded in this machine. And we've got Victory the Victini, now level 74. We've got Baggy the Scrafty. We've also got Conch the Samurott. Excavalier, or Joan the Excavalier. We've got Eel the Electros. We've got Basalt the Gigalith. And that was the team. The team that brought us glory. League champions. Congratulations.